Good morning. Hey, thanks for joining us. I am sharing this from our humble abode in Downers Grove, specifically our casita, our little guest house, which we like very much. Proverbs 11:2 says, when pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Bob Goff tells a story about Brandon, who is the first friend he made at San Quentin. My hunch is Bob Goff was visiting people in San Quentin, not that he was a prisoner there. He said years earlier, Brandon was involved in an argument that went the wrong way, and he took a friend's life. Everyone lost. Brandon lost, the victim's family lost, the spouses lost, as did all their respective children. It's a tragedy. It's a cautionary tale about the importance of keeping a tighter grip and reins in our life, not just cutting loose, giving full vent to our anger. But after many years and a lot of personal change, maturity, and coming to faith, Brandon was really quite a different person, and he was released from San Quentin. I can only imagine what it'd be like to be in prison and then to get out. But a few days later, the police came and put handcuffs on him, and they took him back to San Quentin. He asked the same question you and I would have asked. What in the world is going on here? Get this, they did the math wrong. I mean, I figure you do the math wrong, you did the math wrong. But no, they said he owed another 110 days. Let me ask you something. How would you respond to that? Now, I know some of you might be like, I'd never be in that situation. But make the equivalent of it where someone comes along and says, oh, we got that wrong. So how about you paid a bill, and that happened to me. And they said, no, you didn't pay it. They got a new system. It was a medical bill, and I know that I paid it. Why else would I pay $2,419.37? Because I paid the whole thing off. It's not a good feeling. I didn't have a good attitude about it. So Bob Goff said he gave his friend Brandon a call and asked him how he was holding up in prison behind bars again. And he's bracing for some, pretty sharp language, but he couldn't believe what Brandon said. Brandon said, sure, I'm disappointed. But I'm glad I have another 110 days to say goodbye to my friends here in prison. Wow. There was no bitterness, no anger, no sourness in what he was saying. See, this is what happens when we truly change. Now, man, that's a lesson to me because, I don't always respond the way that I should. I can get really frustrated. How about you? I know that sometimes with customer service things, it's like driving. Today, I was driving to a graduation party, and my lane didn't disappear, but the guy next to me did. And I noticed at the last second, he was about to just follow that white line over this way and hit my car. We came inches away. I handled that one pretty well, and I got out of his way. So what do you do when life takes an unexpected negative turn? You have patience? See, what we read earlier, when pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Brandon was able to work out those final 3 months, 4 months or so in prison and see the blessings that were in it. How about you with setbacks, disappointments? All of us experience them. How do we handle them? Can you dig deep enough to find the courage, the grace, and the humility, and the wisdom to deal with it in a way that would be pleasing to Jesus? Think about how Jesus dealt with everything that he dealt with. May God give us all the grace to deal with the disappointments in a way that honors him. God bless you. Have a great week.